Ever felt that slight twinge of unease when sending money to a friend for pizza, knowing that the world, or at least your Venmo network, could potentially see the transaction? You're not alone. In a world where privacy feels increasingly like a luxury, the public nature of Venmo transactions has become a growing concern for many. Think about it. Every payment for that concert ticket, every contribution to the group vacation fund, every late-night snack run, all potentially visible to your friends' friends, and sometimes even beyond. While Venmo started with the intention of making social payments fun and transparent, the reality is that sometimes you just want to keep your financial dealings, private. Perhaps you're contributing to a surprise gift and don't want the recipient snooping. Maybe you're sending money for something personal and prefer to keep it that way. Or perhaps you simply believe that your financial transactions are nobody else's business. Whatever your reason, the desire for more control over your Venmo privacy is understandable. The good news is that Venmo does offer options to enhance your privacy settings. However, navigating these settings and understanding their nuances can sometimes feel a little confusing. That's where this video comes in. We're going to dive deep into the steps you can take to make your Venmo transactions more private, ensuring that your financial activity stays within your intended circle. We'll explore the different levels of privacy Venmo offers, break down exactly what each setting controls, and walk you through the step-by-step process of adjusting these settings on your mobile device. We'll also touch upon some common misconceptions about Venmo privacy and offer practical tips to further safeguard your information. So, if you've ever wondered how to send money on Venmo without broadcasting it to your entire network, you're in the right place. Let's get started on taking back control of your Venmo privacy. First things first, let's understand the default privacy settings on Venmo. When you sign up for an account, your transactions are typically set to public by default. This means that anyone on Venmo can see who you sent money to or received money from, along with any accompanying note. Your friends can also see your past transactions, even if you later change your settings. This level of transparency was initially intended to add a social layer to payments, allowing users to see what their friends were up to and even discover new connections. However, this default public setting can raise legitimate privacy concerns. For instance, you might not want your employer or distant acquaintances knowing how frequently you order takeout or who you're splitting bills with. This is where understanding and adjusting your privacy settings becomes crucial. Venmo offers three main privacy settings for your transactions. Public, as we've discussed, this setting makes your transactions visible to everyone on Venmo. Friends, this setting limits the visibility of your transactions to only your confirmed friends on Venmo. This offers a significant step up in privacy compared to the public setting. Private, this setting ensures that your transactions are only visible to you and the other participant in the transaction. This is the most restrictive privacy setting available on Venmo. It's important to note that these settings apply to future transactions. Unfortunately, Venmo doesn't currently offer a way to retroactively change the privacy settings of past transactions in bulk. This means that any transactions you've made while your settings were public or set to friends will likely remain visible to those audiences. We'll touch on what you can do about past transactions a little later. Now, let's get into the practical steps of changing your Venmo privacy settings. The process is straightforward and can be done entirely within the Venmo mobile app. Here's how. Open the Venmo app, launch the Venmo application on your smartphone or tablet. Make sure you're logged into your account. Navigate to your profile, tap on your profile picture or the Me icon, usually located in the bottom right corner of the screen. This will take you to your profile page, where you can see your past activity and access your settings. Access the settings menu, look for the gear icon, gear, or a settings button, typically located in the top right corner of your profile screen. Tap on this icon to open the settings menu. Select Privacy. Within the settings menu, you'll find various options related to your account and preferences. Look for the Privacy section and tap on it. Adjust your transaction privacy. In the privacy settings, you'll see an option labeled Default Transaction Privacy Setting. Tap on this. Choose your preferred privacy level. You'll now be presented with the three privacy options: public, friends, and private. Select the option that best suits your desired level of privacy for your future transactions. If you want the most privacy, choose Private. Confirm your selection. Once you've selected your preferred privacy level, the app will usually save your changes automatically. You can navigate back to the previous screens to confirm that your new default transaction privacy setting has been applied. By following these steps, you've now set the default privacy level for all your future Venmo transactions. However, it's crucial to understand that you also have the option to adjust the privacy settings for individual transactions at the time of making the payment or request. Let's say your default setting is friends, but you want a specific payment to a family member for a personal matter to be completely private. Here's how you can do that. Initiate the payment or request. Start the process of sending money or requesting funds as you normally would by tapping the plus icon and selecting the recipient and amount. Add your note. Optional, you can add a description to your transaction if you wish. Locate the privacy setting. Before you finalize the transaction, look for a privacy setting option. This is usually located near the bottom of the payment or request screen, often indicated by a small icon, like a globe for public, two silhouettes for friends, or a lock for private, and a label indicating the current privacy setting for that specific transaction. Tap to change the privacy. Tap on the current privacy setting. This will bring up the same three privacy options: public, friends, and private. Select your desired privacy level for this transaction. Choose the privacy level you want for this specific payment or request. Your selection will override your default privacy setting for this one instance. Send or request the funds. Once you've confirmed the privacy setting, you can proceed with sending the payment or making the request. This ability to adjust privacy on a per-transaction basis offers a great deal of flexibility. You can maintain a broader friend setting for most everyday transactions while ensuring that more sensitive payments remain completely private. Now, what about those past transactions that might be visible to a wider audience than you'd prefer? As mentioned earlier, Venmo doesn't allow bulk editing of past transaction privacy. However, you do have the option to change the privacy setting for each individual past transaction. Here's how. Access your transaction history. On your profile screen, scroll down to see your past activity feed. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.